Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Ladies Professional Racquetball Tour. My name's Tim Baghurst, and we're about to start the final. It is Longoria and Herrera. Strap yourselves in. It could be a fun one. I think it will be. We're going to have player introductions here in a minute.
Tiempo.
We're just waiting for players to finish their warm-up.
All right, come on out because we want to introduce you. In here?
As far as you can.
Oh, okay. Alexandra. I want to just introduce you. So go ahead and take your stuff off and we'll come back down. All right, well, can you hear me? Testing. All right, first of all, thank you all for coming out and watching this great matchup between the #1 and #2 players on the LPRT. We're glad to be here this weekend. Thank you so much, Sudsy Munchik and Veronica Sotomayor, for making this event happen. All right, without further ado, from Monterrey, Mexico, the #2 ranked player on tour, Alexandra Herrera. And just by coincidence, also from Monterrey, Mexico, #1 ranked player on tour, #1 ranked player in the world, current US Open champion, world champion, and every other accolade you can imagine, Paola Longoria.
Well, you heard the introductions. The crowd here is full. There is no room to sit or stand anywhere. Lots of amateurs and fans coming in to watch this pro-only event. It's been a lot of fun here at Vero Beach. Very much looking forward to this matchup. Who will take it? Well, on paper, it should be world #1 Paola Longoria, 16-0 head-to-head record against the #2 player in the world, Alexandra Herrera. However, and it's a big however, that almost was 15-1 the last time these two played, which was in Chicago. It was an 11-9 tiebreaker win for Longoria. She was put under a lot of pressure, but advanced to the title just. TJ Bamba, we've been looking forward to this match all day. We've been talking about it all afternoon. Here we are, 1 versus 2. Can 2 finally make the upset over 1?
Oh, she has gotten so close. I mean, this season has been absolutely the best racquetball I've seen Alexandra Herrera play. Absolutely the best. She's working and getting better and better every time we see her. Her semifinals match, flawless. I mean, so few mistakes. Also against Maria Jose Vargas, who a former #2 ranked player. I mean, those two have flip-flopped quite a bit over the last couple years. Alexandra Herrera's had some really close wins this fall against Gabby Martinez in Denver and against Paola, 11-9 tiebreaker in Chicago. So will it be her time?
Well, we should mention as we start, we do recommend you watch on YouTube if you're not watching there already. YouTube, make sure your settings are 1080p 60. If you're not sure, go to the Gearbox. The gear. It's on our mind. I'm looking right at the logo. Go to the gear icon in YouTube and you can select the streaming quality. Select the highest streaming quality. That's what we can stream at. Can't do that on Facebook. Okay, here we go. Big moment for both of these players. Paola Longoria played well this morning. Well enough against Erica Minia, but not her best. But as you mentioned off air, she plays better and better as the rounds go on. We'll see if that happens here. Excellent start from Herrera. Very quiet crowd.
But a full.
Give us time.
Side out 0-0, just what the number 2 seed wanted. Both players wearing white. And Longoria puts it down on the right side. Forehand winner.
What are the odds of them both wearing white? Never happens.
Very, very rarely, but here we are. Crisp winner from Herrera. Loose serve from Longoria hit the sidewall. Herrera ripped it cross court. Herrera's serve will have to be on point in this match. Longoria in the service box, able to put that down the line. This may also be a test of fitness if these rallies go long.
Just a reminder, you're allowed to clap and cheer. It's Dragon Ball. That's what made me fall in love with it when I was about 7.
Excellent reach, sidewall, front wall from Longoria. Herrera a few years ago wouldn't have got that ball back. Made Longoria hit just one more, but it was still good. Make that another clean winner from Longoria. She's feeling it so far in this match, 2-0.
I need some help.
Loose ball from Longoria, and I think as soon as she hit that, she went, uh-oh. That's Herrera's sweet
Right.
spot.
Oh, sweet, yes. Money shot is what I like to call that. That pinch into the front left corner.
Longoria was going right. Ball went left, but short. Don't like the slow movement from Herrera to get out of the box on that lob serve. Get in position quickly. That was
Right,
casual, and she paid the price.
She did this morning. She did from point number 1. She did. She moved quickly. She.
Skip from Longoria. She had what she wanted, just missed it. Herrera back in the service box. Herrera's got to get that serve in. It's different when you play the world number 1.
Mentally, and this is a final.
If you think your way back to last fall, Herrera was in a final and lost it in a tiebreaker to Gabby Martinez in Denver.
Right, I had mentioned that earlier. Denver, close match. She'd actually won the first game and lost the next 2.
Herrera. Herrera looking for her maiden title, but she's up against somebody who wins 94% of the games that she plays.
Yes, incredible percentage, but I also give credit to these up-and-coming players who have played while Paula Longoria has been #1, has been so dominant, because these players keep working hard and getting better and better. The Alexandra Herrera, and as we saw this weekend, Erica Minilla, who's just going to keep getting better as well.
Excellent serve that time from Herrera. Gets on the board. First point. 1-2. Herrera. Well, Longoria knew it was a forehand pinch. We knew it was a forehand pinch, and it was still too good for Longoria to get there. Ooh, Herrera. She got there on the right, she got there on the left, but then put it into the floor. Long reach, she's a tall, rangy player. 2-2. Wow, crowd love it. We do too. Aggressive from Longoria. You don't see that very often.
No.
Take a look at this replay. Shoulder high.
Unfortunately, you couldn't see Longoria in that picture, but shoulder high, overhead shot.
Herrera will shoot this and puts it down. Settle in, everybody. This looks like being a battle.
You know what? I'm sitting here watching courtside. I feel like they've sided out so many times, and I just looked down to see that the score is only 3-2.
Perfect pass from Longoria.
A lot of side out so far. Wow. All right. So far, as we watched in that semifinal with Vargas and Herrera, Vargas had a lot of success hitting that Z serve. And you're seeing now Longoria hitting the same serve. But Herrera just ripped that. And we get an ace serve for Herrera to tie up game #1. 3-3.
Reverse pinch from Herrera. Crowd like it. Take another look. Longoria, I think, hesitated, maybe because she wasn't sure what Herrera was hitting in that situation. Second bounce was in that service box. Soft hands, though, from Longoria. Ball came off the back wall, giving Longoria plenty of time and space to execute what she wanted. 3-4.3-shot rally, excellent serve. Herrera did well, but Longoria set up, middle of the court, point. Short serve called, second serve. Players get 2 serves unless the ball hits anything but the front wall first, and then it's an automatic fault side out. Herrera keeping this ball alive. And again. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
What a long rally and disgust from Longoria.
Yes, and you know what? I want to say that usually long rallies like that are not in Herrera's favor, but she earned it.
You could see the frustration from Longoria in that
Almost
replay.
smashed her racket.
And we'll see how this affects Herrera's fitness as we progress through the match. Another point for Herrera.
Fist pump.
Longoria just putting out her hand, telling herself to calm down. You saw in that forehand, she hit it what looked like as hard as she could. That's maybe a frustration thing. Calm down, execute your shots. It's early in game one. Another long rally. And a skip from Longoria. Well, I think we may see Longoria take a timeout real soon. She tends to take an early timeout if things aren't going her way. Both of these players working very, very hard. Fist pump from Herrera, the first one of the match. And Longoria is taking a timeout. Let's take a look at some of these stats going on. 503 to 32 losses is Longoria's career stats. 32 years old. Herrera 5 years younger and significantly less experience, but pretty decent win record, and it's increasing every year.
Yes, it is. More semifinal appearances and a few more finals this year than previous years.
Third final of the year. We'll take a quick break, thank a sponsor. We'll be back here in Vero Beach in just a minute. And welcome back, everybody. Tim Baghurst, TJ Bombaugh, joining you live here in Vero Beach, Florida. Time in was the call from our official Carla Munoz, who's done an outstanding job this weekend officiating these matches. I want to say a big thank you to her and, of course, line judges, etc.
Carla's done an exceptionally good job as referee, just keeping things moving and making calls right away and confidently, and kudos to her. It's a full house here. I mean, there are only 2 courts here, exceptionally good courts, thanks to Sudsy Munchik and a couple of his local friends for redoing these courts.
Ace serve from Herrera, went cross court to the forehand. Well, And you can see some frustration from Longoria. Again, she is not somebody who makes unforced errors. And in her earlier match, I said you could usually count the number of unforced errors on one hand in a match.
Yeah.
We're looking at about 4 so far in game 1.
Herrera's keeping the pressure on.
Herrera pushed Longoria in Chicago all the way. Soft hands, beautiful touch from the world number 1. But a good run from number 2. Just a reminder, of course, if you're not watching on YouTube, head over to there. 1080p 60 is what we can stream. And of course, subscribe while you're there so you get notified when we do go live. That's a hard-hitting shot down the right side from Herrera. One of the things I have noticed about her game, she loves the forehand pinch. She doesn't love the backhand pinch too much. So you have to recognize that when you're playing her.
Oh my.
This will be a test mentally for Longoria. She's not playing her best right now. We've seen her in these situations before. You don't win 500 matches by not being able to recover from deficits. Wow. Too good from Herrera. Second timeout from Longoria. I'll take another look at this from Herrera.
Backhand pinch into that front right corner.
We're taking a timeout ourselves. We're back in game number 1.
You want to stand here. This way, if your opponent's over here, you can hit it away from them all the way over there, down the line. If they're all the way back here, hit it way up close up there. Wait a minute. We're definitely not going to do it this way.
Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for watching on. Thanks for sharing the feed. Tim Baghurst, TJ Bamba, the commissioner of the LPRT, watching as Herrera serves, leading 11-4 in game 1, the 2 seed against the 1 seed.
Tough rally.
Both players working hard. Herrera lunging, not able to get that ball to the front wall. Side out.
Just a shout out to Sadi Manchik and Veronica Sotomayor again for putting on this great event here at their local club.
What a serve. Clean hitting from Longoria, but Herrera made her hit more than she thought she would have to.
Right. But I also want to give a shout out to the local sponsors who have made this event possible. Miller Value Partners, Patient Capital, Gulf Coast Graphics, Frank Hotels, Mike Courier of Performance Chemicals, Gene Fry, Micah Carringers, and Team Dovedale. Thank you all so much for allowing the LPRT to come here to Vero Beach this weekend.
You saw a replay of Longoria with a bullet drive serve to the left side. Ace, 2 quick points, 6-11. Make that 7. Might see a timeout indeed. We're going to Tiempo, says Alexandra Herrera. I like the timeout. Longoria seems to have found some momentum.
Right.
We'll take a timeout too. We're still here in game 1 at 7-11.
I'm Carla Munoz and I play with passion.
I play to be a role model for the kids.
I play for the adrenaline.
I play for the love of the game.
Welcome back, everybody. Just a reminder, in 2 weeks' time, we'll be in Boston at the Boston Open. String Theory, the title sponsor of that event.
Presenting sponsor.
Presenting sponsor, thank you.
Yeah, shout out to Stuart Solomon of Solomon Racket and Sports for bringing the LPRT back to Boston again this year. We'll be at the Wayside Athletic Club in Marlborough. If you're in the area, come out and watch the LPRT.
Absolutely.
Or there's an amateur event as well. Come out and play.
Yeah. Haven't been there for 2 years, courtesy of some COVID that got in the way, but we're excited to be back there in a couple weeks. Here we go. Longoria has found some rhythm at 7-11. Another skip on the forehand side.
And a lot of frustration for Longoria there. You can just see it in her demeanor.
I mean, she got exactly what she wanted, and it was just an unforced error. Alexandra Herrera's okay with it, though. Gets in the service box. Likely see a lob to the left side. That's what she's been hitting all week. Not quite, Herrera. Racket got stuck on the sidewall. Side out. 7-11. TJ, I feel like this is a critical point of the match. 4 points away from that first game. 4 points away from tying it up.
Longoria looking up to see what the call is on that one.
I think the call is a replay.
8-11.
It was a point, so
A point.
avoidable hinder. So the ball was coming off the back wall. Could have been a setup. And interference to a setup ball like that absolutely could be called an avoidable.
Interesting because it looked like Longoria was going to hit that ball off the back wall as a defensive shot. But no argument from Herrera. She could appeal. In fact, we've had no appeals so far in this match.
Right.
8-11.
So that was an equipment timeout, officials timeout. Longoria back in rhythm. Backhand pinch winner. Soft hands. Winning on the backhand side more than the forehand in this match. And then another point. It's 10-11. Little frustration from Herrera. Herrera desperately needs a side out.
Flat shot, set up off the back wall.
Just like that, TJ, it's all square.
11-11.
First to 4 now. It was 11-4.
Yeah, but I know you said it's critical, but at the same time, I never count any of these pros out. I've just seen comebacks too often. Screen serve called. So second serve. Players get a fault serve like tennis. There's a fault serve and a second serve. LPRT rules are 2 games to 15, tiebreaker 2-11, win by 1.
Well, again, we all knew what was coming.
Yeah, I did, but yeah, actually, Alexandra Herrera left that ball up a little bit. She usually buries the ball into that corner. I felt like that was almost. I'm surprised Longoria didn't get that one.
Another forehand skip, and I think that's important for Herrera to recognize. Longoria seems more uncomfortable right now on the right side
12-11.
than the left. 12-11. This will be a big setup for Longoria. Oh, Herrera couldn't quite reach that one to the front wall. Side out.
11.
I thought that was good.
So I did too. But see if there's an appeal coming up here.
Longoria looking for some adjudication from the fan base.
Oh, and she has her mom out here too.
And I think her mom said to appeal, but she didn't.
Yeah,
to some extent, was the first serve or second serve. It's not a big call. Smart shot from Longoria. Taking some pace off the ball, guiding it down the left side, 12-12. Herrera does have 1 timeout remaining. And that's a pretty splat winner from Herrera. Quick feet. We heard the squeak, squeak, squeak of that footwork, and it set her up to hit what she wanted.
Yeah. I say again that Alexandra, I mean, she has improved, to me, #1 most improved player on tour over the last few years. But her backhand is one of the things that has improved so much. She's becoming just as good a shooter on her backhand as she is so consistent on her forehand.
12-12.
Herrera too far forward. Longoria goes right. You'll notice as well when Longoria serves to the left side and Herrera's forehand, Herrera is consistently going down the line. Longoria is moving left before Herrera is even hitting the ball. Some cross courts need to come in to keep Longoria in the center. We might have an appeal here for a short serve.
Yeah, why not? No.
Mi llamado es buen servicio. Alexandra está apelando servicio corto.
In English.
Both line judges agree with the good serve call. 14-12, Herrera takes a timeout, reaches for her phone, looking for some advice. We'll look to a commercial. We'll say thanks to a sponsor of the LPRT in this tournament. We'll be right back in just a minute. Let's do it, everybody. Time in, 14-12. Game point number 1 for Longoria. Can she cross this line? That was very short. Herrera has to win this rally. A better look. Herrera.
Yeah,
Wow.
now we're going to see if there's any appeal there, because there was interference back here on Longoria's way to that setup ball, but
Longoria didn't raise her
she
hand
didn't.
and played through that and had her shot. Ooh, that was real close.
Yeah, actually, I thought that was a short serve, but
I do like this serve over to the forehand, though. It's very hard to see as a right-handed player against a left-handed player. And Herrera got that one wrong. It was too low and allowed Longoria to really step in and hit that down the line early. Game point number 2. Not yet, says Alexandra Herrera. Broke her strings. She gets an equipment timeout to replace it.
oh, she's got to bring a
Brand new
brand
racket.
new one.
We'll see if it helps her cause.
Herrera playing with a gearbox racket. Longoria playing with head, both tour sponsors, and we appreciate their support.
So using the pen green ball. It's the official ball of the LPRT. And our other tour sponsor, Team Dovetail. Thanks to all of them for supporting the tour as a whole. Here we go, Herrera serving 12-14. Well, you're not supposed to pinch a pinch, but when you're as good as Herrera,
She died.
you can.
Right, especially that is, again, I call that her money shot. Like, why not? I think she could make that shot from any position in the court on any return.
Second serve.
I don't think Herrera will go to the right side again on this lob serve. It's a good one. Skip ball. Oh my goodness. TJ, 14-14.
Oh my gosh, I love this. But I'm nervous just
We're
sitting
all
here.
excited.
14-14.
Such silence around us.
Oh boy.
And Longoria put it down. Longoria asks if she has any timeouts left. No, she doesn't.
But
14-14.
I mean, she asked. You had to ask. Otherwise, it's a technical -1 if you call a timeout
With none available.
with none available. That's right.
(14-14), another game point for Longoria. Longoria is not going to get that call.
No, that ball was down for
14-14.
sure.
It was more hopeful than anything.
Yeah, and sometimes players just got to try to sell it too.
Second serve.
Short serve for Herrera.
Herrera needs a good second serve to stay in the offensive position. It is a good one. Here it is.
Oh, no. Crazy bounce. I mean, you never want to see either player lose a rally on at such a tight game like that.
Ball
You want to
kicked out.
see a great shot to end the rally for either player, of course.
Tense. Everyone leaning forward here, watching on. That's clean from Herrera. Now she's got her third game point.
14-14.
Oh, just such a battle. I love it.
And Herrera claims it, 15-14. It was tense, that rally.
Oh,
Herrera had
goodness.
multiple opportunities.
What a battle in game one. What a battle. What fun.
So here we go. Herrera, she claimed the first. Can she claim the second or third? Longoria has to win 2 to win this tournament. We'll be back in 2 minutes as we regroup and the players regroup. And we're back, everybody. What a game one that was as we go into game two. Might be worth mentioning the Outdoor Cup, TJ Bamba, a new thing for the LPRT this year.
Absolutely. Over the past few years, we've seen more of a presence of the LPRT on the outdoor circuit. And now this year, thanks to LPL Financial, we have a Pro Cup series. The big three, the three major events in outdoor racquetball, the Beach Bash, Outdoor Nationals in Huntington Beach, and the third and final event, the three-wall ball event in Las Vegas. Those three events, the pro players have opportunities to earn points at any and all of those three events, and whoever comes out on top with the most points at the end, culminating in Las Vegas, has a chance to earn some bonus money in addition to the prize money that's already offered at those three events. So you'll be likely to see more LPRT players on the outdoor circuit thanks to LPL Financial.
Well, if you're just joining us, Herrera won the first game dramatically, 15-14. And starts the second game very well. Longoria was on her phone extensively during that break, no doubt with Coach Fran Davis. I think Longoria needs to remember that she was down 11-4. So, you know, for considering you just won 10 points to Herrera's 4, you're playing better. You're being more consistent.
Well,
Let's not forget that.
And also, I mean, as you showed before, Longoria's had 500 matches under her belt. She has been here before. She has had pretty much every scenario you could imagine at the level she's played, and so nothing new to her. But isn't this what we hope for any final?
Hold on. We're going to have an appeal on the short serve.
Paul is appealing short serve.
Both line judges agree. So an ace serve from Herrera, 3-0. Excellent start from the number 2 in the world. It's too good from Longoria. That down the line on the backhand side has been very effective in this match.
0-3. Short serve.
That's clean. Really smooth. She's got beautiful technique when feet are set.
3-0.
We've said this time and time again. She is such a smooth hitter of the ball when she is ready to hit it.
Great gets.
Wow.
She got that.
Are you kidding?
And again.
Wow. Herrera had the opportunity, worked so hard to stay in that rally.
0-3.
But again, TJ is just reminding Longoria, hey, I'm fighting for everything. You're going to have to keep playing all the way through this match if you want to beat me this time.
Absolutely. And vice versa. Herrera doing a good job at just keeping the pressure on Longoria this entire match.
2 bounce call by Herrera herself.
1-3.
1 serving 3. First point for Longoria. Reach. Longoria.
Wow.
Well, you see the difference between the forehand pinch and the backhand pinch.
10-1.
Backhand pinch stayed up. Forehand pinch was put down.
Nobody hits that pinch better than Alexandra Herrera.
Longoria hit the ball back to the middle, and Herrera was there, snapped it forward. Aggressive, 4 serving 1. I'd like to see Herrera just throw in 1 jam serve, just to keep Longoria looking, or guessing rather.
I don't know. She's having a lot of
That's
success
true.
with that drive serve.
She did there. Longoria skipped it. Timeout on the court. We're doing the same. It's 5 serving 1.
I'm Holly Scott, I'm 20 years old, and I'm from Seattle, Washington. I've been playing racquetball for about 15 years. My dad started because I didn't like the daycare at the gym, so I was very bored, and I needed to go play racquetball. It's my calling. I love the LPRT. I get to travel, meet new people, work on my Spanish, and it's just a great experience, and everyone should experience it. Reaching your dream foundation is really important to me because it helps me travel, to get experience, to do better in racquetball and in life. They teach you to do things professionally, on and off the court. My goal is to be #1. Obviously, same with everybody. It's difficult, but with their help, I can work for it every single tournament and get better. Donations are greatly appreciated, no matter how big or small. It helps players like me reach our dream.
Welcome back, everybody. It is 5-1. Herrera leads. Longoria took the timeout. Just a reminder that both of these players will be in action in doubles right after this match. That will be a great match. Longoria Rodriguez, a new pairing. Mexico, Guatemala taking on the 1 seeds, Herrera and Mejia.
It's like a bonus. This match is so fun to watch. And then we get to watch more after this. A doubles matchup. Totally different game.
Here we go. Can Herrera continue this momentum? 5-1. Yes, she can. 3-shot rally. The serve isn't perfect. It's coming off the back wall. I'd like to see Longoria go cross court and get to the Herrera backhand rather than go to her forehand. You're so in tune with going down the left because it's most people's backhand.
And that's actually, Tim, that's where I disagree with you. Not at this level. In my opinion, I think each player has maybe a dominant side, so a little bit. I mean, they're good on both sides, but be a little bit. And some players on the Pro Tour actually do better on their backhands.
Wow.
Ooh.
Fist pump, authoritative backhand pinch winner from Herrera.
6-1.
That's confidence, TJ.
Yeah.
Longoria knew it was going there. She couldn't get it. Another long rally in this match.
7-1.
Serving 1. That's a good shot.
Pass, yeah. I'm looking out here. Monse Mejia from Mexico, Alexandra's doubles partner, and very good friends. They're very, very good friends for years, since juniors. Monse is like taking deep breaths and like pacing, and she's nervous for her friend.
Too good. Smart from Longoria. Didn't overswing at a point.
2-7.
Three 7. Ambitious from Herrera. Stayed up. Longoria went straight down the line a little lower. Suddenly a little momentum for the world #1. Herrera hit that ceiling ball hard. It came off the back wall, and you can see the change in strategy from Longoria. She did exactly the same against Erica Minia this morning. Changed the serve, went to the half lob, and that was the key. Longoria puts another one down, running up early to take that.
But you don't see that a lot from her.
We don't. And as a consequence, Longoria 4 points in a row. It's 5 serving 7. We do want to say a big thank you to Sudzi Munchik, Veronica Sotomayor for hosting this event. And of course, all of the sponsors you see on the screen in front of you. Really do appreciate them, particularly Miller Value Partners, Patient Capital Management, Frank Hotels, Mike Courier Performance Chemicals, Court Coast Graphics, and then some individuals, Gene Fry, Mike and Karen Grizz, and Mike Kinkin of Team Dovetail. TJ, this is the first time we've been here. It's a unique event, a unique setting, just pros only. It's been a special one.
It is. There's something very intimate about an event like this, and we've done it a few years now at the TeamRoot.com Classic in Kansas City. It's just the Women's Pro Tour, and it's just, there's something about it. This event has a group of fans, and everybody's been here all weekend cheering the players on, getting to know the players, so it's very special. I can't say enough good things about this location. You know, I mentioned earlier about how the floors have been redone thanks to Keith Lewis and Bailey Lewis, for who also have been out here watching all weekend, for redoing those floors.
That's just clean. Herrera, it's just like practice in that situation.
7-5.
She went to the ceiling and hit a better ceiling ball, and that's what gave her the advantage. Herrera, a rare skip. She was there. Side out, 5-7. Excellent cross court, low and hard.
As you see, Longoria came back in with a different game plan, and that is what this sport is all about. I mean, it's trying to figure out your opponent, figure out what works, what doesn't work. It's like a chess game, change your move, planning ahead.
Longoria was there. She read it, but put it into the floor, side out. Clean power hitting from Herrera. Good run from Longoria. It's 7 serving 6. That's too good. Longoria in the center court, starting to dictate play, starting to play like she normally does.
6-7.
All square, 7-7.
7-7.
It was 7-1. Avoidable hinder called. No, replay. I'm surprised. Will we see an appeal?
Okay, so yeah, Longoria had some help out here from Mejia, who says
call
appeal.
is just a replay. Alexander is appealing. It was avoidable hinder.
Ooh.
Both line judges
Wow.
agree. Replay. I thought I heard through the mic avoidable hinder by the official.
So did I. She said, well, they like change, right?
No, again.
Oh.
I thought she said avoidable in English. There we go. Doesn't matter. Herrera regroups, gets the side out. Tough from Longoria. Waited patiently for that ball to come off the back wall, put it away. But Herrera this time executes that beautifully. Little bit lower lob that time from Longoria. I think she needs to lift it a little bit more, forcing Herrera to the ceiling. It's routine in that front left corner.
It is.
I think we all, well, I expected the pass down the left side.
I mean, she's so good at that shot. Why not when she has the opportunity?
A rare skip in this second game from Longoria. 2 points for Herrera. 9-7. Timeout is going to be taken by Longoria. We're doing the same. It's Herrera leading in the second game. Welcome back, everybody, to the Vero Beach Open. And what a final this has turned out to be. It's been lots of competition to get here. Definitely some upsets, but it's 2 versus 1. And screen serve called on Herrera. Herrera leads, if you're just joining us, 15-14, 9-7. 6 points away from her maiden title. 5 points away.
Paula's mom outside just saying, just stay cool,
calm.
stay calm, relax.
Herrera went for too much. Leaning back.
She was hitting on the run, and you mentioned that it's probably a good strategy. She maybe should have waited on it.
That's twice Herrera's tried to go down the line, high to low, and twice she's failed because it comes straight back to Longoria in her hitting zone. Longoria is just too good for that. Ball kicked into the middle. Longoria was there, but sort of got jammed a little bit and pushed that ball into the floor. 10 serving 8. Oh, groans from around us. We thought Herrera was going to get that. She didn't. Herrera just talking to herself as she's very calm, but still talks to herself. What's the call? Oh, so we'll have an appeal. The call was replay.
My call is just a replay. Paul is appealing an avoidable hinder.
One disagrees, one agrees.
Field
Call stands.
What do you think?
I thought Longoria was clear to take that shot.
So did
She
I.
could argue that there was a screen or blocking as Herrera moved through. So replay is a good call, I think, by Munoz, our official.
And there you saw the incredibly quick footwork from Longoria.
9-10.
Moves very quickly across the court. 9 serving 10.
Yeah, quick small steps.
That's beautiful from Herrera. Goodness, that forehand is working well. Look at that, straight down the line. Textbook. Side out, 10-9, Herrera. Longoria waited again, shifting over to that left side to hit the forehand. Hit it down the left side, 9-10. Both of these players are outstanding when their feet are set.
Herrera got some air there, just trying to maintain center court position so players will jump to get out of the way of the shot, but
10-10.
they want to stay in that center court. Wow.
That time, Herrera got it right.
Wow.
Might be a timeout for Herrera here. You're at 10-10. You're kind of stuck here for a while. Just regroup, think about it. But what do I know? She knows what she's
you know
in.
what? I mean, timeouts need to be used very strategically. The LPRT players get 2 1-minute timeouts per game. And a game like this, it's gone on for quite some time. You have to be very, very strategic to when to take those.
That was tough for Longoria, sliding down the left side. But another point for Herrera. 12-10. But a lunge and a skip from Herrera, moving her feet, not hitting balanced, side out.
10-12.
Longoria has no timeouts left. Still sticking with this half lob to the right side. Herrera attacked first, didn't put it down. Longoria showed her just what to do.
Yeah, back to those timeouts. You know, Longoria was struggling, if you remember, early in the match, because early in this game, Herrera was up 7-1. Longoria already used both her timeouts that early.
Wow. Stepping into that backhand was Herrera. Take another look at this replay.
Just flat hitting.
Second serve.
That's a loose serve. Punished by Longoria eventually.
Wow.
Ball kissed the sidewall, kicked into the middle, allowing Longoria to step up and be aggressive.
Right, but I have to say, I mean, these pros are making this look easy because hitting the ball from shoulder high at 39 feet isn't, and rolling it out practically is not an easy shot.
Soft hands from Longoria. 12 serving 12.
12-12. Timeout.
Timeout on the court taken by Herrera. We're going to take another one. It's Herrera's final. Longoria has no more. We'll find out who gets to 15 first here in Vero Beach. Well, TJ Bomba, it comes down to this. 3 points away from a tiebreaker, 3 from the match.
Yes.
Which way's it going?
Oh, no way to tell for sure. Oh my goodness. Do we want a tiebreaker? Sure. I mean, who doesn't want a tiebreaker in every final, 11-10 in a great matchup, whoever wins?
Well, you can see the statistics of these two, and you can see how experienced Longoria is. Herrera, well, she is not inexperienced, but compared to Longoria, it's not even close.
Right, and Longoria, they said 5 years older, a few more years on tour than Alexandra Herrera. Herrera's been on a big stage before, though, internationally, and both a junior world champion, both in singles and doubles. Oh my gosh. You know, she just smiled. She knows she wasn't supposed to make that.
Well, what happened is Longoria covered the pinch, and that put Herrera in arrears, and Herrera, let's face it, got a little lucky, but she stuck her racket out. Look at the athleticism from Longoria to get there. Herrera left that pinch up too high. 12-12. Nice shot.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was just not a good ceiling ball. Came off the sidewall, set up for Longoria.
And Longoria is going to keep serving this until Herrera attacks it. She's not. She's backing off every time.
Right. Why not? I mean, why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
Oh, here we go.
I think Longoria asking for encroachment.
So here's the appeal.
Yeah, I think.
Let's see what happens.
She's asking for. We'll see what the line judges say.
My call is no encroachment. Paula is appealing encroachment from Alexandra.
Both line judges agree with Alexandra Herrera that she didn't cross that dotted line before the ball bounced. Therefore, it's a side out.
12-13.
Just waiting for the referee to call the score. 12-13. Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
What a shot. Leaning back with such power from that position.
Right. And you've seen, I mean, Longoria's hit that same shot so many times in this match. You can tell that she's done that before. It must have been a game strategy against Herrera, going to her backhand.
Here's match point, TJ Bomba, 14-13, courtesy of her favorite shot, the forehand pinch. She's done it. Herrera, her
Wow.
first title.
First title and first time beating the #1 player in the world. Congratulations to Alexandra Herrera, just amazing.
What an outstanding match from both players. So close. It could have gone either way. It was 13-13. Herrera claimed it, and I think this is a big moment for her.
Yes, absolutely. Well done and well fought. What a hard match from both players. I mean, almost flawless by Herrera.
Well, we've got another doubles final coming up, and Longoria and Herrera will be back in action for that final. Herrera will be playing with teammate Mejia, the 1 seeds, taking on the 2 seeds of Longoria and Rodriguez. A new pairing, Samantha Salas unable to come, Gabby Martinez unable to come, and Rodriguez and Longoria now find themselves in a final as a new doubles pairing. Should be interesting.
Yeah. What an exciting day. And we still have one more match. We've got doubles coming up. Alexandra Herrera again pairing up with Monse Mejia versus Paola Longoria again pairing up with Maria Renee Rodriguez.
So we'll be back in a few minutes once players have warmed up. I think we will allow the players, I think the rule is at least 15 minutes, correct,
Yeah.
in between games?
Yes.
So
A little more just because they just played singles.
Correct. So we'll be back in a little while, but stay tuned. On behalf of myself, Tim Backers, TJ Bomba, Jay Josie, JTRB, thanks so much for watching. We'll be back soon.